Hi there, welcome to my kitchen. I'm Rebecca Turner, registered dietitian, here to sort of show you an easy way to enjoy the new convenience of the Just Crack an Egg. Now, you have probably seen me post that I've been enjoying these lately for my on-the-go breakfast. And I have, and there's nothing wrong with them if you want to continue to purchase them. But what I found was they're kind of expensive, about $3 a piece, depending on where you get them. And it kind of provides a lot of waste, opening up all the packets, and then you have the actual plastic container. So I started to think of a way that maybe I could DIY them at home and not have to continue to buy them and then get to play around with the different ingredients. So this is what I've come up with. So using pint-sized mason jars, which are definitely microwave safe, you're gonna start building your Just Crack an Egg at home. So I like mine with a little bit of spice and heat. So I simply purchased the already made pico mix that you can find at your local grocery store. And I'm gonna add about 1/4 cup to each mason jar. Now again, you can chop up your own fresh vegetables that you like. I'm just always looking for easier ways to save time and save a little money as well. Okay, so next I chose a bright red pepper, usually found in the Just Crack an Egg, but you could easily do mushrooms, or you could do broccoli florets, you could do whatever you wanted to, but this is also allowing me to add in more vegetables to this meal than I would have gotten with the store-bought brand. And obviously, my hands are washed, but it's also my food, so it really doesn't matter, right? So by adding this, I'm adding fiber, I'm adding a lot of vitamin C with the red pepper, I'm adding color, I'm adding crunch. And if you're not familiar with the Just Have an Egg, we're basically building an omelet in a jar, right? Like there's nothing different. We're just taking out the need for you to have to make it on the stove every morning. So next we're gonna add in a little fun stuff. So here I have turkey sausage. One thing with the store-bought kind, they don't have necessarily the lower fat sausage. So by making them at home, again, now I have the opportunity to choose different ingredients. You definitely don't even have to do sausage. You could even do tofu if you really wanted to take a little bit of the animal products out. You could do regular ground beef mixed in a taco mix if you wanted to, like a lean meat, and really cut the fat in terms of a sausage. But turkey sausage has a lot less fat in it than traditional sausage. And it's deer season, so if you've got a freezer full of fresh, coming with fresh deer sausage, feel free to add that in there. And again, you could just totally skip it. It's really up to you. So I'm just adding, I don't want to be wasteful, so try to add about the same in each one. And you know, I guess you could add your own like leftover chicken or any kind of protein that you kind of wanted. All right, so here's our dairy, or that makes it kind of melty and good. So I have here just a sharp shredded cheese. You could obviously do mozzarella. You could even play around with some fetas. I haven't tried it skipping the cheese because I like cheese, but you could definitely try it if you wanted to. But here's where measuring does come important, because I don't want to overserve myself the shredded cheese. So about 1/4 cup is a serving. So I want to make sure that I get my whole 1/4 cup, right? But I don't want extra. So there we go. Because this is one of those easy ways that you can be portion mindful, over serving yourself the cheese. Obviously it's melty and delicious, but every little extra bit probably does add in some of the fat and the calories. And we are trying to be conscious of that. So just using an easy measuring cup, about 1/4 cup. There you go. Now you don't have to worry about the fact that maybe you overdid yourself. So here's the trick. So now they're basically done, right? So what I would do from here on out is I would close these up, right? See? And I would stick them in the fridge until I was ready to use them. Now the way that I like to do mine to add a boost of protein and reduce some of the calories and the fat grams is actually using egg whites versus a whole egg. I know it says Just Crack an Egg, but for every yolk that you remove, you do save about 6 grams of fat, but you keep all of the protein. So when we look at what we're building here, in terms of rate your plate, you want 3 to 5 food groups for breakfast to be balanced. I've got my vegetable, I've got a protein here in the turkey sausage, and I'm using the cheese as sort of my fat here, or my anchor. So I don't want to add more fat to this particular meal, so I'm going to use egg whites instead. So I'm going to show you how one works. When you get ready to use your homemade or DIY one, you'll take it out of the refrigerator as is. Don't put the egg whites in and set it in the refrigerator. It just gets saggy. So now I'm busy morning. I'm probably brushing my teeth. I'm grabbing this out. I'm going to get a thing of egg whites. You could obviously crack open your own egg whites if you wanted to. And all I'm going to do, you could measure it if you want to, but I am just going to fill it until it covers about the top. And then I'm out of this one. All right, you take a fork and you just stir it up really good. Mix it up around in there. And then I want to pop this in the microwave for about a minute, maybe a minute and 10, okay? So be right back. All right, so it's been about a minute and 10 in the microwave. As you can see, it's starting to cook, but not fully. So I'm gonna take my fork again, I'm gonna stick it back in there and kind of move it around a little bit. That way it doesn't overcook too much in one part. Now, just sort of eyeballing it, I feel like it needs about another minute and a half. So I'm gonna stick it back in, okay? All right, so it's done. So be careful with it because it is super hot, all right? So here's what I would do next. Now that it's pretty much cooked, I'm gonna put the top on it to keep it warm. I'm gonna take a piece of toast or maybe an apple or something like that with me and a fork. This bad boy just sits in the console of my car, and I'm guilty of eating these during the car rider line. Or you could just let it cool and get it out on a plate, and then you could eat it at home as well. So I hope you enjoy this. I hope you get creative with your ingredients. Save a few cartons, save a few trash. Remember, if you're gonna make one, you might as well make 3 or 4 and keep them in your refrigerator. They do last for about a week, okay? And then again, DIY, just crack an egg, get creative. Let me know how you enjoy them. I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I hope that more easy recipes and insightful shenanigans are headed your way. You can find me on all the social media platforms as well. And you can tune in every day between 2 and 3 p.m. on your local SuperTalk station or supertalk.fm for Good Things with me, Rebecca Turner. But thank you for sticking with me, and I will catch you next time.